Lean on us.
We are here for you.
You matter.
You are not alone.
Are you feeling overwhelmed? Not sure where to turn? The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there for you 24/7. Call or text 988 or chat at 988sc.org. Whether you're having an emergency or you know someone who needs support now, they can help you take the next step towards finding hope and healing.
There is hope. 988sc.org.
This is The Extra Point, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast, sponsored by your Phoenix Suns.
All right, welcome to The Extra Point here on Arizona's Family, and happy World Basketball Day. Phoenix, the Valley of the Sun, is about to become the center of the basketball world in 2024. The Final Four is coming to town, so who better to celebrate World Basketball Day with than the person in charge of the Final Four? Jay Parry joins us here on The Extra Point on Arizona's Family. And Jay, great to see you. How are you?
Oh my gosh, I am fantastic, and I am so excited to be celebrating the inaugural World Basketball Day with you. It really is. It's a big deal.
It certainly is, and you just think about how much of a global game this has become and how many eyes will be on the Valley for the Final Four. How are you spending your holiday season and your World Basketball Day preparing for what is to come here in 2024?
Well, you know, it's exciting coming off of the games last night. Arizona obviously had a big win, and that was it wasn't in the bag from the beginning, so it was really exciting. The energy was amazing, and so as we lead into the Final Four, I mean, we really are all hands on deck right now. We're about 107 days out from tip-off, right? It's just around the corner, and so the holidays will be filled with some Final Four planning. But we're excited about that because it's really, I mean, Arizona's a hotbed of activity around basketball right now, and we love being in the epicenter of all of it.
No, and you're always in the epicenter and all of it. You lead us through these big events, and I think you're single-handedly responsible for so many people falling in love in the Valley of the Sun and moving here. So how does leading the Final Four coming back to Arizona compare with what you just finished up, which was the Super Bowl?
I will tell you that the first time we hosted Final Four in 2017, it was such a success for Arizona, for the Valley, for the NCAA. So we have great learnings from that. And as we look forward to 2024, our goal is always to figure out just how we elevate it, right? For all the visitors are going to come from around the world. This is a global event. It's you know, I think one of the biggest and most beloved basketball events there is. And we also want to make sure, Mark, that we have something for our residents, right? And they have a way to really participate with the Final Four because there's so much to be proud of. And as you said, we love showcasing Arizona for these major events.
No, we do. We love it. We love it. We love a good big event here at Arizona's Family that we can really sink our teeth into and go live from in all of our shows. The Final Four did not come west. I think when Phoenix hosted it in 2016. Make sure I have my facts correct here, but it had not gone west since 1995 in Seattle. So I think this is pretty significant that they wanted to come back here so fast here in 2024. What was the message you got from the NCAA about why they came back to Phoenix again so quick?
You are so right. It's a huge testament to everyone that really lives and works here in Arizona, because we know how to roll out the red carpet for these major events, right? I mean, whether it's our tourism industry, it's our elected officials, it's our Native American communities, business leaders, transportation, right? I mean, our Sky Harbor Airport, there's just so many things that are the best in class. And I think that's what the NCAA and their fans and media and teams experienced. You know, one of the things they really like us to focus on is that student athlete experience and how we make it really special for them when they get to come to the Final Four, right? I mean, these are going to be lifelong memories. And so really focused on the student athlete experience and how we make that special, how we get students involved leading up to the game as well as around the game from ASU and Arizona and NAU and GCU. So there's a lot of focus on really that student connection. And I think we have a way of setting ourselves apart Mark, in that. And also, there's no better place to be than in Arizona in early April, right?
No, absolutely. Preach on that. It's going to be a fun weekend, too, because I think we're going to have the Yankees in town to play the Diamondbacks. It's a sports fan's dream, and you're going to have, 4 basketball teams, most likely from all over the country, in town and their fan bases. But what would it mean to have a local team, say like the Arizona Wildcats, who won last night, make a run here and make an appearance here if that were to happen?
It would be incredible if one of our local teams were in the Final Four, because as you know, March Madness is an amazing celebration leading up to the big week of events that'll be here, and just all that energy and excitement. And it would take over the state even more than 4 teams from outside of Arizona. So, we would love for that to happen, and we can't wait to see how the season evolves.
All right, and we were over at Grand Canyon yesterday. We were talking with Gabe McLaughlin, the 60-year senior over there, and he put it out there, and it's going to air tonight in the Extra Point television show. He's like, why not us? Why not us? Why not us making a run? And you looked at last year, you had Florida Atlantic in the Final Four and what that meant, and some smaller schools, and San Diego State went to the title game. As you survey the basketball scene with your expert sports eye and some of the experts that you're looking at there, do you see any perhaps more Cinderella stories that could culminate in April in Glendale?
It's still, as you know, it's still early in the season. And I think what we love about it is anything can happen, right? In any game, in any season. And so we're just excited to see how this plays out. And I'm going to have some better predictions the closer we get, Mark. That's what I can guarantee.
So how do you spend your holidays then? Are you just watching basketball nonstop? Is it and leading up to it? Do you have are you going to fill out a bracket this year? I guess is the question.
We'll probably have some brackets. There won't be any betting on them. It'll just be kind of, for winners' rights, so to speak, for bragging rights. But no, I'll definitely be watching some basketball. I'll definitely be relaxing with my family because, as I said, it's really all hands on deck as soon as we hit January 2nd. But we're up for it, right? As you said, that week is going to be so amazing with all eyes on Arizona between the Final Four, Phoenix Suns games, our Arizona Diamondbacks. We have a lot to celebrate, and we're excited about really the support we're getting from the community. And we felt that with Super Bowl, and we're feeling that again with the men's Final Four. People really lean into these events. They see the amazing impact they make on our community, and it makes it really fun to work on, even though it's a ton of work.
Well, and we appreciate all the hard work that you put in and what you've done for our great state here when it comes to impact, economic impact, and the different studies that you have seen and the committee has put together. And I think there's been some commission through the Arizona State over there. What sort of impact did the Final Four have in the Valley of the Sun last time it came to town?
So for 2017, ASU did a study that measured about $325 million of economic impact on the state. And what we're seeing with these events is, they do grow in size and stature. And, what's great coming out of the pandemic is people really do want to come back to live events, and they really do want to be together. And we're seeing that for visitors coming to Arizona, as well as our residents wanting to be out and about and volunteering and participating in whether it be the Music Fest or the Fan Fest or some of our volunteer activities. So we anticipate that economic impact will grow. But it's mind-blowing how big these events are and how great they are for Arizona.
Well, and it took my breath away the last time it was here, walking into the stadium and just seeing it transformed into a gym. And I think the number was 70,000 people outside or inside State Farm Stadium out in Glendale. What will the experience look like in 2024? And are there anything that you plan on being bigger and better than ever out there?
Well, we do. We always plan for things to be bigger and better, and those plans are all being solidified right now. I think what you'll experience when you arrive at State Farm Stadium is a fantastic kind of exterior. Before you even go into the game, there'll be a great tailgate opportunity for people to hang out and celebrate and eat and drink, of course, in advance of the game. And then once you step inside the stadium, there's no energy like a men's Final Four. I know you've been, but just the excitement and the camaraderie and the competition. And no matter what seat you have in State Farm Stadium, you're going to have a great time doing it. We've got this enormous center hung scoreboard, giant video boards that take, weeks to install beforehand. So there'll be a lot of, I think, new technology and enhancements that are going to be fun to see how it all comes together.
No, and we are certainly looking forward to it. Do you have any days off after the Christmas holiday from now until I guess Championship Saturday when the Final Four teams take the floor?
We've pretty much got our noses to the grindstone, but it's okay. When you know something fantastic is going to happen in 100+ days, it's all worth it. And that's what I keep telling my team, Mark. This is all worth it.
No, it certainly is, and we can't wait for that week. I have one request, if that's okay, and it can either be now or maybe we get you back on the podcast leading up to this. I was going to have different people sing a line of like One Shining Moment, and we're going to put it all together. So is your singing voice warmed up, or have you caroled yet, or do you maybe need a little time to practice and we can have you back on in 20?
Okay. Yeah. I definitely need some practice because as we know, that's kind of, how you bring your A game by practicing.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it still won't be an A game.
No, me either.
But I love that idea. We love One Shining Moment.
Yeah.
There's so much great history and kind of just, pageantry around the tournament, and cutting down the nets is, one of our favorite parts of it. So I would love a hall pass and I'll practice that, I promise.
How about we have you in studio and you and I can sing together, maybe a duet, and we'll get April in here. We'll get Royal in here. Joe Ferris, our producer, can chime in. We did this last time. I'm going to send it to you. We had all of our different members of Arizona's family singing a line, and it came out really, really, I wouldn't say it was good because the singing wasn't good. It was almost like so bad it was good, one of those deals.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely memorable. And I love that because there's strength in numbers. I'm all about being on a team. Put me on a team and we will excel together for sure.
Well, you're the coach of the team. You're leading the team here in the Final Four, and we can't wait for 2024. So thanks for spending some time with us. Happy World Basketball Day. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And cannot wait to see you more in 2024.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much, and happy holidays to everyone.
This is The Extra Point, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast, sponsored by your Phoenix Suns.